follows right along.
I had hardly thought it possible that entertainment of such high caliber could be presented out here in the field. I wish to add my respect and admiration along with General Clark and Irving Berlin to the men and women of the Fifth Army.
When we were told that we were to play our show for the Fifth Army, I wrote a special song for the occasion, which I am singing in the show. Now I would like to sing The Fifth Army's Where My Heart Is, and dedicate it to you, the fighting men of the Fifth Army. I met her in America about a month ago. She asked me if I'd bring her love to a certain G.I. Joe. She said when he returns, I'll be his bride. I asked her where he was, and she replied, not the first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, but the Fifth Army's where my heart is. He's somewhere on a beachhead, which must be lots of fun. I can see him in a bathing suit, basking in the sun. From a cute signorina, he's been learning to talk like a real native of Rome. She's a very tasty dish, but my baby no capiche till the Fifth Army comes home.
Hello, Kay Kaiser speaking.
Hey, Kaiser?
Well, what strikes you so funny, Kelowna?
I put in one slug and I got another.
Listen, Kelowna, you're supposed to be overseas with the troops getting a story for G.I. Journal.
That's just where I am, Chief. Camouflaged to look just like a tree.
You look just like a tree?
Yes, exactly like a tree. Pardon me a minute, Chief.
Sure.
Lassie, go home.
Mother says it's in the groove. Daddy says it's hot. Backwards, it spells Elabooze. Now, brethren, what have you got? You've got Jubilee!
An avalanche of fan mail from all fronts and outposts testifies to the popularity of Jubilee. This 30-minute radio show is one of 106 recorded programs shipped overseas each week by the Armed Forces Radio Service from headquarters at Los Angeles.
You sad sacks in your khaki kilts and you swingy salts on your pewter scooters, batten down your GI pork pies. And now, here's your master of ceremonies, Jubilee sweater boy, Ernie Bubbles Quitman.
Thank you, devotees of the Limp Largo. With your permission, I'd like to do a few imitations. First, there's a familiar fellow we've all seen standing at track number 5 just before the 20th Century pulled out of Chicago for New York. And he goes something like this. All aboard! Train leaving for South Bend, Syracuse, Rochester. Coming, Mother! Well, bless my big fat soul. How are you, Rod?
Fine, Ernie, but I have a little problem. I brought a chick with me tonight. I wonder if you could help me out.
Well, I'll be glad to take off your hands, son.
Just a minute, big boy. That's not my problem.
Oh.
What I want to know is, should I bring her into the studio and take a chance on losing her or leave her out in the hall and likewise?
Well, then, by all means, bring this gal in.
Okay. Come on in, honey. Fellas, here's Lena Horne.
How about us telling everybody about consequences?
Okay. Hear it, boys. Life's full of consequence, that old devil consequence. He takes all the frivol out of fun. When you got the candle lit at both ends the scandal it creates, always keeps you on the run. Just when you're weakening, fate sends the deacon in, crash, and your pash ain't worth an ounce. 'Cause then comes the consequence, that old devil consequence flings you back with a bounce. It's consequences what count.
Life's full of consequence, but who's scared of consequence? Let's sip the honey while it's sweet. We could be messing round, but you is digressing round while I'm tossing nature at your feet. Why don't we mosey round? You could be cozy round a gal who could sprinkle you with spice.
But how about the consequence, that old devil consequence? I've been burned more than twice. It's consequences what count.
As sad a time as that was because of the war, and the many sacrifices that you had to have. Well, there were the food rationing, there was gasoline rationing, there was all kinds of things. But there was a happy atmosphere around Hollywood. It was like everybody was trying to hold up everybody else's morale. And that was the way it was. And so many people were doing so many things, not only selling war bonds or enlisting in the service, but so many little things that seemed to be incidental, but they weren't. They were a very great asset to the war effort.
You know, fellas, we here on Jubilee use a language that might sound off the cuff to some of you. When we dedicate a number to, say, Sad Sack Jack from Fond du Lac, a latched-on Jack and a khaki sack, woo! We say it that way because, well, I guess because we feel it's a little more personal. We send our hellos and our songs and our laughter, yes, and our hearts clear around the world to you, wherever you happen to be. Then we say to ourselves, we know by your letters that in your spare time, lots of those same fellas hear our jokes and our music, and that makes us try all the harder to send you week after week the kind of entertainment that you used to look for back home. So keep letting us know what it is. This is your program. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand, and then in a little while he'll take my hand, and though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I shall meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Still I'm sure